Barcelona news today. From Harry Kane's praise for Lamine Yamal to Hansi Flick's midfield headache, big updates on Marc Casado's fight for minutes, Joffre Torrance promotion, and Barca's interest in Leicester wonderkid Jeremy Monga. Plus, transfer news on Inaki Pena's loan to Como and the latest surprises from Camp Nou. Stay tuned for all the breaking details you need to know. Bayern Munich star Harry Kane has this weekend moved to reveal his appreciation for the talents of a member of the attacking ranks at La Liga champions Barcelona. The player in question? Lamine Yamal. Wideman Lamine is for his part of course fresh off kicking his 2025-26 campaign into gear in style on Saturday night. Afforded a starting berth in Barcelona's La Liga opener against Mallorca, the 18-year-old laid on his side's first goal, before rounding out the scoring in a 3-0 win courtesy of a brilliant left-footed strike. Such excellence, despite his tender years, has become almost expected of Lamine at this point, with the Spanish international already widely considered to be amongst the very best players in world football. Speaking during his own exchange with the media this weekend, the aforementioned Harry Kane was therefore asked for his take on Lamine's talents. And in quotes provided to Marca, the England international went on to explain. He's a fantastic player. Obviously, the fact that he's doing what he's doing at such a young age is incredible. He looks like he has a great future ahead of him. Let's see if we face Barcelona in the Champions League this year. I'm happy for him. He's a fantastic player. If there is one area of the pitch where Barcelona manager Hansi Flick is spoiled for choice, it is the midfield. The German coach can field two starting quality midfields and still have a piece left over once the young Marc Bernal is fully fit. Pedri and Frenkie de Jong appear to be untouchable in Flick's starting lineup, while Fermin Lopez started as the number 10 in the La Liga opener versus Mallorca. It meant three other top-quality midfielders, Gavi, Dani Olmo, and Marc Casado, were left on the bench, of which two got an opportunity in the second half. Indeed, Casado was the midfielder who was left as an unused substitute by Flick. Casado understands the challenge, prepared to fight. Now, according to Sport, Casado knows he will have to fight for minutes this season and accepts the challenge. After a slightly turbulent summer in which talk of a potential departure surfaced more than once, with Barca and the players' entourage receiving offers, the La Masia graduate now realizes how difficult it will be to earn minutes at his club. However, Casado is a player who has always given everything for Barca. As such, he has made it clear to his agents that they should not entertain outside proposals, particularly from the Premier League where several clubs including Chelsea have shown interest. While he might not have gotten any minutes against Mallorca, soon Barcelona will start playing 2 matches per week, at which point Flick will have to rotate his troops, and Casado is bound to get some minutes. The midfielder understands that the outlook at the start of 2025-26 is far tougher for him compared to last season, when he became an untouchable in Flick's plans following Bernal's ACL injury. But Casado is willing to dig in and fight for his place. In the final days of the summer transfer window, speculation continues to swirl around FC Barcelona. Reports suggest that the club might still explore the possibility of signing a young defender, but the financial reality makes such a move uncertain. Hansi Flick has made it clear that he would welcome a defensive reinforcement, especially following Íñigo Martínez's departure. However, with limited resources, the German tactician has begun looking inward for solutions, and one promising answer could already be at the club: Joffre Torrance to step up. As highlighted by Sport, Joffre Torrance could now be elevated to serve as Alejandro Bald's direct backup at left back. Originally, the plan was to ease the 18-year-old into first-team dynamics gradually, allowing him to continue his development with the reserves. Yet the situation has changed. With Gerard Martin expected to be used more frequently as a left-footed centre-back this season, Torrance may now provide the depth Flick needs on the left flank. His promotion could effectively complete the squad, while the club continues debating the addition of a young left-footed central defender for the future. Impressive preseason display. Luckily for Flick, Joffre Torrance has already proven during preseason that he belongs at the top level. Despite being just 18, the young left-back showed great calmness and maturity on the ball, handling pressure with confidence well beyond his years. His performances have convinced not only Hansi Flick but also Barcelona's technical staff that he can be trusted to step up when called upon. Furthermore, this belief was reinforced when Torrance made his official debut at Sant Moix against Mallorca. Coming on in the second half, he handled the occasion with confidence. Barcelona had initially considered alternative plans, but circumstances have forced a rethink. Now, much like Flick did last summer with young prospects, he appears ready to place his faith in Torrance. For the teenager, This represents not just an opportunity but potentially the start of a long-term role in the first team. Given their iffy financial situation, FC Barcelona have been making greater efforts to identify and sign young talents with potential and promise with an eye on the future. Only this summer, the Blaugrana roped in Rooney Bargi from FC Copenhagen for a nominal fee, which could prove to be a brilliant bargain given the quality he possesses. Barcelona have their eyes on Jeremy Monga. Now, it appears that another exciting young winger has caught the attention of Barcelona, with Fischages claiming that the Catalans have shown an interest in Leicester City teenager Jeremy Monga. The young winger burst onto the scene last season when he became the second youngest player to make his debut in the Premier League at the age of 15. Now 16, Monga continues to feature in Leicester City's first-team plans and scored his first professional goal this weekend against Preston North End in the EFL Championship. It appears that his rapid rise has caught the attention of Barcelona, as well as Real Madrid, and a number of other clubs. As per the report, Barca and Real Madrid have had their eyes on Monga for some time now and have had him scouted while playing for Leicester's youth teams. Now, with him making waves in senior football, the process to possibly bring him in seems to have accelerated. The next step for the Blaugrana would be to approach Monga's entourage and convince them to make the move to Catalonia when he turns 18 years old. Once that is done, Barcelona will have to work on securing an initial pre-agreement with the player's current club, Leicester, while the youngster continues developing there before the transfer becomes official once he turns 18. Leicester City, for their part, retain the final say. Monga's professional contract is still recent and, although his market value is rising, the championship club hold the power to keep him for now. A head-turning statistic surrounding the defensive efforts of Barcelona star Lamine Yamal has come to the fore online. This comes owing to the 18-year-old's exploits in the Blaugrana's meeting with RCD Mallorca. Barcelona of course kicked the defense of their La Liga title into gear on Saturday evening, making the trip to Sun Moix for a clash with Mallorca. When all was said and done, Hansi Flick's troops emerged on the right side of a 3-0 result, to get their season up and running in style. The aforementioned Lamine proved himself the star of the show, laying on the visitors' opener, before rounding out the scoring courtesy of a brilliant left-footed strike. As alluded to above, though, it is the Spanish international's endeavors on the other side of the ball which have given rise to a somewhat surprising statistic in the aftermath of yesterday's fixture. As revealed by Mundo Deportivo, Barca's new number 10 was the Barca player who topped the ball recovery rankings against Mallorca. With 7 steals, Lamine surpassed Pedri, 6, last season's great specialist and the outfield player in the entire league who stole the most balls from an opponent. There has been some significant development surrounding the future of Inaki Pena lately. Earlier in the summer, the goalkeeper was expected to leave the club permanently this summer, having fallen behind Wojciech Szczesny and Joan Garcia in the pecking order. However, recent reports suggest Pena will instead sign a contract extension before leaving the club on a loan deal. Como have emerged as the likely destination for the Barcelona goalkeeper as coach Cesc Fabregas looks to add more Barcelona players under his wing. Como to make a move on Wednesday. According to journalist Alfredo Padula, Como are looking to finalize the signing of Inaki Pena this week, hopefully by Wednesday. The Italian outfit are expected to sign the goalkeeper on a loan deal until the end of the season and give him an opportunity to prove himself in Serie A. Before Pena signs a deal with Como, however, the goalkeeper is expected to sign a new deal with Barcelona. The extension is likely to see Pena commit to Barcelona until 2027. His current deal in Catalonia expires at the end of the season. Barcelona's desire to tie Pena down to a new contract can be linked to value-unlocking reasons, as the club have not received a suitable permanent offer for the player this summer. Barca therefore are hoping that Pena can make an impact next season in Serie A, which in turn could see him attract better offers next season. There is a possibility of Como wanting to make the move permanent as well. At Como, Pena will be competing with Jean Butez for a place in the starting 11. Barcelona's future looks exciting, with Lamine Yamal shining like a superstar, youngsters like Torrance and Casado ready to fight, and new gems like Jeremy Monga on the radar. At the same time, transfer decisions on Inaki Pena and defensive reinforcements show how carefully the club is managing its squad in 2025. What do you think? Should Flick trust the youth like Torrance and Casado, or push for more signings? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on notifications for more Barca news updates.